James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about about set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Irvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Boston. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's caught. Bucaneers. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
17 yards. Complete to Bucaneers.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Irvin not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 6-yard line.
They'll give the Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Irvin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irvin hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Complete to Drake London. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Do you see me out there moving around, wiggling and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Operating from the gun, Boston. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Boston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Bijan Robinson of the Falcons back onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again. Let's see if they can start to produce.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Falcons.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side into the hands of Flowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
First down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Falcons.
makes it 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. A run up the middle with Irving. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Boston. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Boston. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. Boston. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Boston. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the bootleg. Boston. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Deontay Banks on the coverage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
Bates' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Robinson up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
2nd and 3. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
The Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Handoff now to Robinson. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tempo lead at the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Alexander. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Zay Flowers hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Oh, what a juke into space. He may go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Becky Irving with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Here's the option. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. No, that fumble. It's out, it's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a give, Irving running right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain.
2nd and 9 now. Here's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll take the run forward with Smith. And he's going to have it. That's first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Off play action. Boston. Now, quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Boston finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll look to throw here on first down. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
To number 7, Bucky Irving.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and that is incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, there's London. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he's got this down to the 35.
A gain of 19 yards. And a first down.
Once again, it's Irving. And he'll be taken down at the 34. That stop made by Jack Campbell. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Boston. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 68 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit.
22.
And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Downed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Boston. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
It's 4th down.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Back to throw. Boston. Over the middle, it's complete. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Boston. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Boston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense and Drake London headed back onto the field. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. They start on the ground with Robinson here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Yaya Diaby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1. Brings up third down and 9.
Looking to throw. Boston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10 at the 35.
Now back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On first and 10, here's Irvin. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Boston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Boy, 179 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brings up second and 3.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 3. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is caught by Addison. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Operating from the gun, Boston. He gets it to Addison. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Back to throw, Boston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Bates' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And able to get this out to the 25. The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. But looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Boston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll try to run the option here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake. Boston on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Boston. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Boston.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And way out past the 35 before he's taken down.
26 yards. And the Falcons.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
6 yards. And the Falcons.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
1st down.
They'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Pass complete to Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Bijan Robinson. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Back to throw. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
That's another Falcons 1st down. It's a gain of 35. 1st down, Falcons.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Now the try here for the point after. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. He's back to throw. Now, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. The hitter here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Atlanta, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.